tragedy like clowns from a car waiting on the circus. Power source needs a plug-in, ride the wave, glide like a master, waiting, forever waiting. No service in sight, all the lights are on, but nobody's inside. Laying down the miles, no trains on the tracks. All the lights and signs got that glow. Seeking, ever seeking, the ever seekable ride the wave. Glide like a master, like disaster falling down the mountainside.
Oh, that's good.
A clown tragedy like
Oh, that's good
clowns
stuff.
from a car waiting on the circus. A clown tragedy like clowns from a car waiting on the circus. Power source needs a plug-in.
Man, that stuff's
Ride the wave, glide like a master. Waiting, forever waiting, no service in sight. All the lights are on, but nobody's in sight. Laying down the miles, no trains on the tracks. All the lights and signs got that glow. Seeking, ever seeking, the ever seekable ride the wave, glide like a master, like disaster falling down the mountainside. A clown tragedy like clowns from a car waiting on the circus. A clown tragedy like clowns from a car waiting on the circus. Power source needs a plug-in, ride the wave, glide like a master, waiting, forever waiting, no service in sight. All the lights are on, but nobody's inside. Forever laying down the miles, no trains on the tracks. All the lights and signs got that glow. Seeking, ever seeking, the ever seekable. Ride the wave, glide like a master, like disaster falling down the mountainside. A clown tragedy like clowns from a car waiting on the circus. Yeah. Yeah, I fixed up the levels on that one. And of course, creativity strikes last minute. I had to fix something. So yeah. Let's see here. Pull that folder up. Let's give this here. That. Let's see. So how's everyone doing? Things been feeling a little strange out there since the full moon. Yeah. I don't know, just crazy shit, man. Crazy stuff. All right. That's okay. All right, get rid of that. So yeah, there's I got a few more songs, and let's see here. I think we'll open this one. Yeah. This one's 3 times full 365. I just did the vocals to this. 3 times full, 365. Cash the check to Neverland. Hooked on the system. Are you ready to be unplugged? Fighting to protect a system that spit on you. Neverland wasn't so ever after all. No prize or cigar at the finish line. No champagne or bit of sparkling wine. Let's dine in the apocalypse. No time in Everland. The Everland band only plays one tune in 1 year. Get it in gear. Start playing your own tune. In loony world gone mad, we write our own story. It's the only glory in the story. It's what matters at all. Just don't drop the ball. 3 times full, 365. Cash the check to Neverland. Hooked on the system. Are you ready to be unplugged? Fighting to protect the system that spit on you. Neverland wasn't so ever after all. No prize at the finish line, no champagne or bit of sparkling wine. Let's dine in the apocalypse, no time in Everland. The Everland band only plays one tune in 1 year. Get it in gear, start playing your own tune. In loony world gone mad, we write our own story. It's the only glory in the story. It's what matters at all. Just don't drop the ball. 3 times full, 365. Cash the check to Neverland, hooked on the system. Are you ready to be unplugged? Fighting to protect a system that spit on you. Neverland wasn't so ever after all. After all. No prize or cigar at the finish line. No champagne or bit of sparkling wine. Let's dine in the apocalypse. No time in Everland. The Everland band only plays one tune in 1 year. Get it in gear. Start playing your own tune. In a loony world gone mad, we write our own story. It's the only glory in the story. It's what matters at all. Just don't drop the ball. Wow. Woo. Wow. That went right up the nasal passage. Woo. Yeah, that Black Label's got a slightly different kind of kick than the regular Hennessy. Wow. Yeah, it's something. How you doing, Kick? How you doing, her? Looks like it's just us. Yeah, it's just fine. So, that vocal track on that, I just sung that vocal track and just mixed it down. Yeah. The other night when it was too late, I did a vocal for it. Yeah, it does fantastic aroma, indeed. Yeah, a lot of good piano in that piece too. All right, let's see here. I worked on a few songs today and the other day, and I think the other day, and I think the other day. They blend together a little bit. They get mixed up, and I don't recommend to do it that way, but if you're going to do it that way, I've started saving everything into the same folder, the written lyrics, the instrumental, if the instrumentals. If I got it pieced together to make it longer, to fit the lyrics, you know. Yeah, the piano was excellent. It sure was. Indeed. Yeah, freaking great. So the lineup so far is we just played 3 times full 365 on the opener, and was that the one I played on the beginning, or was it Clown Tragedy? I think it was Clown Tragedy. Yeah, I was basically getting all the folders and all that ready and everything into one folder for all the songs, so that way I wouldn't have to be bouncing around here and there. And I had to go running around earlier around town, get some stuff. And one thing drives out another, getting stuff together and all that. So yeah, this is just a free for all. Probably going to be a lot of free for alls, in the best of ways, they could say. Yeah. So let's see here. Out of the about lightning in our veins. Yeah. Redid that one, fixed it up a little bit. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things past the sauce. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Past the glory. I am the wind walker, talking to the wind. Sometimes you gotta go rogue. There's a storm coming, like hell's angels ride for life. Yeah, I've got a different version. Do you hear Phantom Menace call sign? It's go time. Ride the wind in the storm like riding away. Lightning in our veins, rock the vibration. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things past. Pass the sauce, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Pass the glory, I am the wind walker, talking to the wind. Sometimes you gotta go rogue, there's a storm coming. Like hell's angels ride for life. Do you hear Phantom Menace? Call signs, go time. Ride the wind and the storm, like riding a wave. The lightning in our veins, rock the vibration. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things past the sauce. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Past the glory, I am the wind walker, talking to the wind. Sometimes you gotta go rogue. There's a storm coming like hell's angels ride for life. Do you hear Phantom Menace? Call sign, it's go time. Ride the wind in the storm like riding a wave. Lightning in our veins, rocking the vibration. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things past the sauce. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Past the glory, I am the windwalker. Talking to the wind, sometimes you gotta go road. There's a storm coming, like hell's angels ride for life. Do you hear Phantom Menace? Call sign, go time. Ride the wind in the storm like riding a wave. Lightning in our veins, rocking the vibration. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things past the sauce. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's the old version. Wow, just had to sneeze. Yeah, that was the old version. Let's see here. I believe this is a new version. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things past the sauce. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Past the glory, I am the wind walker. Talking to the wind. Sometimes you gotta go rogue. There's a storm coming, like hell's angels ride for life. Nope, that's not it. That's what happens when you have a bunch of different projects that you're doing at once and you finish them all at once. I got a feeling maybe I did not mix it down. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's very possible. So, what are you drinking on, man? All right, let's see here. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things past the sauce, sounding the strings. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Pass the glory, pass it around from town to town. Where's the wind walker? You're talking to the wind like a train hollering down the track. Sometimes you gotta go rogue. There's a storm coming. Pass the glory, pass it around from town to town, where the wind walker talking to the wind like a train hollering down the track. Sometimes you gotta go rogue, there's a storm coming. Like angels ride for life. Do you hear the Phantom Menace? The call sign is go time. Ride the storm like riding a wave. Lightning in our veins, rock the vibrations. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All drinks pass the sauce, the sounding of the streams. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Pass the glory, pass it around from town to town. Where's the wind talker, wind walker, talking to the wind like a train, hollering down the track? Sometimes you gotta go rogue, the storm's on its way. Like an angel, ride for life. Do you hear the Phantom Menace call sign? It's go time. Ride the wind in the storm like riding a wave, and lightning in our veins. Rock the vibration. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things pass the sauce, sounding of the strings. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Pass the glory, pass it around from town to town. Where the wind walker talking to the wind like a train hollering down the track. Sometimes you gotta go rogue, there's a storm coming. Like angels ride for life, do you hear the Phantom Menace, the call sign, it's go time. Ride the wind in the storm. Yeah, that's the new version. Yeah. And we will mix that down. See, I do believe I forgot to mix it down. Yeah. Okay. You know, sometimes programs, are finicky things. When you save folders, they always go to a specific folder when you're saving that. And then you go back and then it never goes back to the same folder. It just does what it wants to. Okay. Yeah, that was lightning in our veins. That's the new version. I like it a lot more. Okay. Okay. All right. Yes. Go. All right. Okay, mixed down. It's gonna. All right, go down the list here. All right, so 3 times full, clown tragedy, lightning in our veins. You heard a couple different versions of that one. And let's see here. All right. Good time cut. Yeah. All right, looking back in time. This is the next one. Here we go. Thank you, R.R. Hail indeed. Hey, hey. The wind blew through the trees. The strings were plucked, the strings twanging, the piano banging out the sound. Salute. Yes, of course.
There were horns blowing, horns making sound. Kind of wind that moves the soul.
Oh,
Moves
good
your
stuff.
hair. Walking by the creek side, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back, went to the watering hole. Had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back. Down the alley up the west coast. Away I went, caught up to the wind the next day. The wind blew through the trees. The strings were plucked. The strings twanging, piano banging out the sound. There were horns blowing, horns making sound. Kind of wind that moves the soul and moves your hair. Walking by the creek side, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back, went to the watering hole. Had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back. Down the alley up the west coast. Away I went, caught up to the wind the next day. The wind went through the trees, the strings were plucked, the strings twanging. The piano banging out the sound, there were horns blowing, horns making sound. Kind of wind that moves the soul, moves your hair. Walking by the creek side, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back, went to the watering hole. Had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back. Down the alley up the west coast. Away I went, caught up to the wind the next day. The wind blew through the trees, the strings were plucked, the strings twanging, the piano banging out the sound. There were horns blowing, horns making sound. Kind of wind that moves the soul and your hair. Walking by the creek side, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back, went to the watering hole. Had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back. Down the alley up the west coast, away I went, caught up to the wind the next day. The wind blew through the trees, the strings were plucked, the strings twanging, piano banging out the sound. The horns were blowing, horns making sound. The kind of wind that moves the soul and moves your hair. Piano banging out the sound, the horns were blowing, horns are making sound. kind of where move your soul.
Yeah. Looking Back in Time is the name of that. Yeah. Been, I was going through the instrumentals, and darn if I don't start hearing some words, and I got to start writing some lyrics. And that's pretty much how a lot of these songs were born. All right. See, Rocking Good Time. Yeah, let's check that out. Hopefully, I got the right version in there. Might be a moment in time. Rock it out, rock it right. Rock it out all night. Rock it out, rock it right. I don't know about you, I came here for a good rockin' time. Forget all the troubles, leave it all behind. Fill your cup with a bit of light or a bit of ale. Lay it down on the dance floor, shake your head, shake something. Maybe we need a break from all the biz whack, patty whack. Just give it all a rock it out, rock it right in the bright light. Lose yourself in the beat, there's no retreat, better move your feet. Rock and roll, it breathes like fire. Might be a brief moment in time. Rock it out, rock it right, rock it all night, rock it up, rock it right. I don't know about you, I came here for a good rockin' time. Yeah. Forget all the troubles, leave it all behind. Fill your cup with a bit of light, a bit of solid. Lay it down on the dance floor. Shake your head, shake something else. In this case, maybe we need a break from all the bisquack, no patty whack. Just give a dog a bone, rock it out, rock it right. Rock it right in the bright light, lose yourself in the beat. There's no retreat, better move your feet. Rock and roll, that breeze fire. Might be a brief moment in time. Rock it out, rock it right. Rock it all night, rock it out, rock it right. I don't know about you, I came here for a good rockin' time. Forget the troubles, leave it all behind. Fill your cup with a bit of ale, a bit of light. Lay it down on the dance floor. Shake your head, shake something else. Maybe we need a break from all the biz whack. No pat whack, give the dog a bone. Rock it out, rock it right. Rock it right in the bright lights. Lose yourself in the beat, there's no retreat. Better move your feet, rock and roll, that breeze like fire. Might be a brief moment in time. Rock it out, rock it right. Rock it all night. Rock it out, rock it right. I don't know about you, I came here for good rockin' time. Forget all the troubles, leave it all behind. Fill your cup with a bit of light, a bit of ale, lay it down on the dance floor. Shake your head, shake something else, maybe we need a break from all the biz whack, no patty whack, just give the dog a bone. Rock it out, rock it right, rock it all in the bright light, lose yourself in the beat. There's no retreat, better move your feet. Well, that song was fun to do.
It was a little complicated getting the tempo down at first, but it came together. Good stuff. Good stuff. I was happy with it. So, what's everyone up to? How's their Saturday going? It's been kind of strange things happening going on out there, just a bunch of weirdness. Felt weird. It felt so weird I ducked and covered. Yeah. Just stuck to myself and did a little bit of bear hibernating. Just a little. Yeah. Crazy stuff going on out in the world, and gonna play some songs to soothe it over. So here we go. We will. This one here is worthy of a tear and a beer. Yeah. Here we go. Worthy of a tear and a beer was Daisy Dukes. She stopped in front of me. What a knuckle biter. What a heartbreaker. I lost my stuff. It surprised me so much. What a heartbreaker. Life's funny like that. Then you find yourself in a bowling alley smashing discs. Days of innocence racing up and down the alleyways. Days when the oak leaf fell slowly. Solid. The tree glowing in the moonlight, glowing with glee. Worthy of a tear and a beer. She was wearing Daisy Dukes. She stepped in front of me. What a knuckle biter. What a heartbreaker. Life's funny like that. You'll find yourself in a bowling alley, smashing pins. Days of innocence racing up and down the alleyways. Days when the oak leaf fell slowly. The tree glowing with grace. Worthy of a tear and a beer. She was wearing Daisy Dukes. She stopped in front of me. What a knuckle biter. What a heartbreaker. Life's funny like that. You'll find yourself in a bowling alley, smashing pins. Days of innocence racing up and down the alleyways. Days when the leaf fell slowly. The tree glowing in the moonlight, glowing with grace, glowing with glee. Worthy of a cheer and a beer. She was wearing Daisy Dukes. She stepped in front of me. What a knuckle biter. What a heartbreaker. Life's funny like that. Then you find yourself in a bowling alley, smashing pins. Days of innocence racing up and down alleyways. Days when oak leaf fell slowly. That tree glowing in the moonlight, glowing with grace. Yeah, I had fun doing that one too. Of course, I use a little bit of a phaser filter on that to make the guitars sound very otherworldly like, and gave it a nice little twist. Yeah, that was a fun song. So yeah, those are the some of those songs were a little newer. Like Days of Innocence happened yesterday, I think. Um, Rockin' Good Time was yesterday or the day before that. Honestly, I think 3 times full 365. I think that was in the middle of the night somewhere. And a lot of times, if I do a song in the middle of the night, hey Wookie, how you doing, man? Well, I'm not wasted, but you know what? I've had a few drinks. I've had some. I picked up a fifth of Hennessy Black, and it is good. It is really good. And it just happened to be on sale too. Um, Otherwise, it's been a lot more than what it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, let's see here. Doo-doo. Yeah, the one where the wind went back down the went out the back, gone down the alley. That one's fun. That one's definitely fun. And I've gotten the habit of uh, highlighting each verse a different color. Kind of saves me space in the word pad. Wow, that stuff's really got some kick. Um, I think this might be just a little bit more potent in some ways than the regular Hennessy. Yeah. Well, yeah, but that would do. Oh man, which one you want to hear me sing live? do, 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 do. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna open this here real quick. Sometimes, when I'm writing lyrics and doing songs, in the save folder for the studio where you save everything, there'll be just a whole bunch of files in there, and those are different vocals. If you have different vocals, every track in there will be notated and in there. It's just like it can get confusing. So I have a labeling method. Once I have a song made, I put cut in the title of the song. Just makes it easier to find. So yeah, let's see here. I am gonna open the. There it is. We'll open you real quick. Man, that special reserve Hennessy. I was reading the back of the bottle, and it's a blend of really top uh, aged cognacs, and I was just pretty blown away. Gotta say. All right, here, rocking good times. Here's the studio version. And that drum part that's flapping and bapping, that's just the way the instrumental was. It's very, very interesting. But it worked. It worked out for that. And I don't think I can sing that right now. Something just a little slower. Yeah, that cognac, man, is woo. Good. Good stuff. All right, let's see. I guess I will. A lot of times, some of these songs, when I make them, I have to make the instrumental longer, and it's a little complicated pairing them up. All right. I think that is it. All right. I do believe that this song here was born earlier today, or in the wee hours of the morning, let's just say. All right. I'm basically doing this blind in a lot of ways. Might be a brief moment in time. Rock it up, rock it right. Rock it all night, rock it up right, rock it right. I don't know about you, I came here for a good rockin' time. Forget all the troubles, leave it all behind. Fill your cup with a bit of light and a bit of ale. In my case, it was cognac. Yeah. Lay it down on the dance floor, shake your head, shake something else. Maybe we need a break from all the beeswax. No patty whack, just give a dog a bone. Rock it out, rock it right. Rock it right in the bright light. Lose yourself in the beat, there's no retreat, better move your feet. Rock and roll that breeze like fire. Might be a brief moment in time. Rock it out, rock it right. Rock it all night. Rock it out, rock it right. I don't know about you, I came here for a good rockin' time. Forget all the troubles, leave it all behind. Fill your cup with a bit of ale, or in my case, a bit of cognac. Lay it down on the dance floor. Shake your head, shake something else. Maybe we need a break from all this biswack, no patty whack. Just give a dog a bone. Rock it out, rock it right. Rock it right in the bright lights. Lose yourself in the beat, there's no retreat. Better move your feet. Rock and roll it, breeze like fire. Might be a brief moment in time. Rock it out, rock it right. Rock it all night, rock it out, rock it right. I don't know about you, I came here for a good rockin' time. Forget all the troubles, leave it all behind. Fill your cup with a bit of light or a bit of ale. In my case, it was just a little bit of cognac. Lay it down on the dance floor, shake your head and shake something else. Maybe we need a break from all of this whack. No patty whack, just give a dog a bone. Rock it out, rock it right in the bright lights. Lose yourself in the beat, there's no retreat. Move your feet. There we go. Hey, Bone, how you doing? Yeah, it's kind of hard to type in the chat and sing and then keep your time with the song and go through the color coded highlighted lyrics that I'm reading. Yeah, how's it going? Thank you, Art. Thank you. All right. Now that I got the pipes warmed up, you could say. Oh, let's see here. All right. Did I already sing "Worthy of a Tear and a Beer"? Did I sing that? I don't think I did. Let's see. So lightning in our veins. Let's see. Maybe. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things pass the sauce, sounding the strings. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Pass the glory, pass it around from town to town. Where's the wind walker? They're talking to the wind like a train hollering down the track. Sometimes you gotta go rogue. There's a storm coming. Pass the glory, pass it around from town to town, where the wind walker talking to the wind like a train hollering down the track. Sometimes you gotta go rogue, there's a storm coming. All right. That's the instrumental. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things pass the sauce. Sounding the strings, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Pass the glory, pass it around. From town to town, where the wind walker talking to the wind like a train hollering down the track. Sometimes you gotta go road. There's a storm coming. Like an angel, ride for life. Do you hear the Phantom Menace? The call sign is go time. Ride the wind in the storm, like riding a wave, lightning in our veins. Rock the vibrations. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things pass, pass the sauce, sound in the strings. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Pass the glory, pass it around from town to town where the windwalker talking to the wind like a train hollering down the track. Sometimes you gotta go rogue. There's a storm coming like an angel ride for life. Do you hear the phantom man? It's a call sign. It's go time. Ride the wind in the storm like riding a wave. Lightning in our veins, strike the vibrations. There's a storm coming. There's a storm coming, it's on its way. All things pass, pass the sauce. Sounding of the string, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's the glory, pass it around from town to town. Where's the windwalker talking to the wind like a train hollering down the track? Sometimes you gotta go rogue, there's a storm coming. Like angels ride for life, do you hear the phantom menace? The call sign is go time. Ride the wind in the wind like riding a wave, lightning in our veins. Lightning in our veins, riding it like a wave. All right. Yeah. I like singing that song. It's a good one. So let's here look into yonder here files. Let's see. That. Come back. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, a lot of those new ones here just basically were born recently. And of course, you know, they when they want to be written, they bug me, so I gotta write them. Wake me up in the middle of the night and I start writing stuff like that. Yeah, that's sometimes how it works. Okay, here, let's see. Oh, yeah. All right. Beautiful land. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think? Beautiful land? Okay. Well, where do you go from here in the land of sorrow? Be free or die, beautiful and paid by the brave sacrifice. Great lives given freely, mountains and tops and hills where we've been. Lands we've seen, the flags waving in the air. Take a step back, fall back, step right, spin, toe tap, and did you hear the songbird sing? Well, where do you go from here in the land of sorrow? Be free or die, beautiful and paid by the brave sacrifice. Brave lives give and move mountain tops and hills where we've been, lands we've seen, flags we've it waving in the wind. Take a step back, fall back, step right, toe tapping. Did you hear the songbird sing? Well, well, where do you go from here in the land of sorrow? Be free or die, beautiful land paid by the brave sacrifice. Brave lives given freely, move mountain tops and hills where we've been. Land we've seen, flags waving in the air. Take a step back, fall back, step right. Toe tapping, did you hear the songbird sing? Yeah, oh. Where do you go from here in the land of sorrow? Be free or die, beautiful and paid by the brave sacrifice. Brave lives given freely, move mountain tops and hills where we've been, lands we've seen, flags waving in the wind. Take a step back, fall back, step right, spin, toe tapping. Did you hear the songbird sing? Yeah, well, yeah, well. Where do you go from here in the land of sorrow? Be free or die. Beautiful land paid by the brave sacrifice. Brave lives given freely. Move mountain tops and hills where we've been. Lands we've seen. Flags waving in the wind. Take a step back. Fall back, step right, toe tapping, step back, toe tapping. Did you hear? Did you hear the songbird sing? Hey, yeah, hey. And brave lives given freely, moves mountain tops and hills where we've been, the lands we've seen. Flags waving in the wind, take a step back, fall back, step right, toe tapping. Did you hear the songbird sing? Yeah. Yeah, that I would say that one's kind of slightly more difficult, but it's fun. It's fun to do. So, how many of you have seen Kong versus Godzilla? All of you seen it? I gotta say, I liked it. I liked it. It's good stuff. Definitely good stuff. A lot of monster fighting, a lot of monster bashing, and stuff like that. Um, Multiple monsters, mechanized Godzilla. Yeah, that reminds me. There once was a city called, I don't know if it was a city, more of yeah, best kaiju fight film, yes. Yeah, I was, it was real funny, man. Because a lot of times I I talk about Jerry Garcia a lot, and a lot of his humorous attitudes toward things is what I always found kind of interesting. And I ran across a interview, and he was describing the Grateful Dead music and Jerry Garcia band music, and some of the genre of that type of music in that scene, and he compared it to licorice. Now I'm talking about real licorice, black licorice, stuff that's made from licorice root, and people that really like black licorice really like black licorice, and people that really like the Grateful Dead really like Grateful Dead, and people that really like good, really hardened, good rock and roll, good music, and just in general having a good time. I think you know I thought it was funny because it'd been something I'd been thinking about, and it's funny that there's an interview that I hadn't seen in quite a while where he's talking about it, and he does the comparison. Kind of funny. Yeah, did you see Kong's fist compared to Godzilla's head? My God, Kong's fist is huge. Yeah, they're just like just totally blown away. Like, wow, that's a huge freaking fist. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm thoroughly impressed. Yeah, imagine the scenes that they didn't use, all the monster scenes that they didn't use. My God, put that into a director's cut or something like that, and 3 hours of monster bashing. Sell it. Oh man, I get you right there in that gipper. Woo. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, man. My jaw literally fell open as I'm seeing King Kong's fist. I don't know if it was in slow motion, but it kind of felt that way. And his fist literally looked as big as Godzilla's head. I'm like, oh man, that's a mean right hook. Salute. Yeah, he did smile. There were some moments where I actually thought Godzilla was laughing. A couple different pieces. Yeah, a little bit of an unspoken thing going on between Kong and Godzilla. The whole inner Earth thing. I thought the way they did it and the way it looked, I thought it was really cool. The barriers and going through the barriers, I thought it was really neat. Good night, Bone. You have a good one, man. Yeah, man. Godzilla can move fast. Yeah, it's like Godzilla spent some time watching boxing and karate and all the martial arts you could think of. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely some strange times going on around. Just weirdness, man. Strangeness. I've uh, I've been of a mind of just past week or so. Maybe I've been not so much interacting and just kind of hovering out in the background a little bit and just taking it easy. Felt like the good thing to do. That last full moon, man, that was an interesting full moon. Jeez. Yeah, good night, Bone. Thanks for coming. Have a great one. Yeah. So yeah, I think definitely not gonna. It's like 2 Saturdays back. I drank half a fifth, put a good dent in it. I don't think I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, they should both be equally agile in their own right. Um, maybe that's one of the drawbacks in some of the writing, but other than that, it's definitely worthy of a rewatch, and I have. Yeah, the breath to the inner earth. Oh man, that was pretty wild. That's just insane. So that means if he really wanted to, he could breathe straight through the earth and create a tunnel going all the way through. If he wanted to, probably. Yeah, and blue's my favorite color. Yeah. So yeah, they definitely you could tell that I don't know, it was some kind of weird humor between the two that the two recognized. It was funny, especially when they decided to team up against um, spoilers, folks. If anyone out there watching later, spoilers. Mecha Godzilla. Yeah, and what was it? The name of the three-headed Hydra, was it Kaiju? Apex Predators. Yeah, it was Predator Zero, Monster Zero, but they had one of the skulls, and I thought that was a pretty interesting story twist because basically its consciousness was still right inside that skull. The way they made it look, and then it just took control of Mechagodzilla, and boom, it's back. That's kind of how it looked. Right. So this director's gonna, yeah, I thought I heard something about that. This director doing Thundercat movie. Well, if he can do this, not be woke, and then do Thundercats, not be woke, yeah. Is that Godara? Is that how you say that? Godara? Because Kaiju is the big monster, basically, right? Godara is the name of that Hydra. Yeah. So yeah, let's see here. So yeah, those new songs, they just come out of nowhere, out of freaking nowhere. I'm telling you. But yeah. So yeah, I'll probably play a couple more songs, and I'm probably gonna close it out early. Beans. It's a good time to close it out after a couple songs because I ain't gonna drink myself silly. But we'll have one more and then cork. And we'll play one more. Shit, we had 6 people up in here when I'm just by myself. That's not bad. All right, let's see here. I'm going to hold on to this cognac a little bit, let it get warm in my hand. So it tends to bring out the flavors and the caramels and the flavor of the wooden cask it aged in. So what do you think? Days of Innocence? Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. And maybe not. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's see. Yeah, looking back in time, maybe. Oh, yeah, probably. Well, I figure I'd do a live stream and, hey, man, the real world happens, It sure does. So let's see here. I'm looking for the instrumental. Let's see here. I will do. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. All right. Okay, Bright Eyed.
The strings were plucked, the strings were twanging, the piano banging out the sound. There were horns blowing, horns making sound. Kind of wind that moves the soul, moves your hair. Walk by Creekside, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back, went to the water and cold. Had to see what was going down. Found the wind, went out of the back, down the alley up the west coast. Away I went, caught up to the wind the next day. The wind blew through the trees. The strings were plucked, the strings swang, piano banging out the sound of their horns blowing, horns making sound. Kind of wind that moves the soul and moves your. All right. That one, I have the instrumental, that one right here. I do believe, yeah. I might mix down the instrumental because I see I have the instrumental modified just a hair. All right, let's see here. All right. So far, the studio's cooperating, which is freaking amazing, right? Okay. Mix that down. All right. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not. All right, let's
Man, wow. I smell caramels and vanillas coming from the cognac after it got warm a little. Man, it smells good. Tastes good. Salute. Woo. Wow. Okay, let's see here. All right. Do 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 do. All right. Salute. Oh, man. Oh, that's good stuff. Do do do. Hey, 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 hey. 3 times. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Might help I had to write lyrics up. Hail me, kill. Cognac got me on that one, yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah, I haven't got these lyrics color coded yet. The wind blew through the trees, the strings were plucked, the strings were twanging, the piano banging out the sound. There were horns blowing, horns making sound, kind of wind that moves the soul and moves your hair. Walking by the creekside, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back. Went to the water in the hole. I had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back, down the alley, up the west coast, away I went. Caught up to the wind the next day. The wind blew through the trees, the strings were plucked, the strings twanging and the piano banging out the sound. There were horns blowing, horns making sounds, kind of wind that moves a soul and moves your hair. Walking by the creek side, put our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back. Went to the watering hole, had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back, down the alley up the west coast. Away I went, got up to the wind the next day. The wind blew through the trees, the strings were plugged, strings swinging, the piano banging out the sound. There were horns blowing, horns making sound, kind of wind that moves us soul. It moves your hair walking by the creek side, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back. Went to the watering hole, had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back, down the alley up the west coast. Away I went, got up to the wind the next day. The wind blew through the trees, the strings were plucked, the strings twanging, the piano banging out the sound. Horns were blowing, horns making sound, kind of wind that moves the soul and moves your hair walking by the creek side, putting our feet in the water. Can you tell me where you've been? The wind blowing through the trees, looking back in time. I got an answer. The wind blew back, went to the watering hole, had to see what was going down. Found the wind, it went out the back, down the alley, up the west coast. Away I went, caught up to the wind the next day. Caught up to the wind the next day. Hey. Yeah. Wow. So there you have it. It's really weird not having a monitor on when you can't hear yourself when you're singing. It's taking a bit of getting used to, I gotta say. But yeah. So yeah, how you doing, Mikhail? Noticed you popped in a little bit ago. Hey, good night, Parrot Head. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. Thanks, Mikhail. All right. A little bit more, little bit of the good stuff. Do 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 do. All right. Salute. Oh man, that is something. Whole different taste. But this one, it's not so subtle. It hits you. The flavor hits you right away. Yeah, I gotta say, man, if they were to come out with a director's cut for this and they mixed all the deleted scenes, and I'm hoping that the deleted scenes are just more monster fighting scenes, and so you know, so 3 hours of monsters fighting, that would be cool. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that because throughout my childhood and kid, watching Godzilla movies, I've probably seen all of them at one point in time, and from I remember, that's it's amazing. It's good stuff. I like it. So yeah, the I don't know, man. The world just feels freaking weird, man. It just feels strange. Makes me want to throw music at it. All right, let's see here. All right, I think we'll open this one up a little bit. Three times full, 365. Cash the check to Neverland. Hooked on the system. Are you ready to be unplugged? Fighting to protect a system that spit on you. Neverland wasn't so ever after all. No prize or cigar at the finish line. No champagne or bit of sparkling wine. Let's dine in the apocalypse. No time in Everland. The Everland band only plays one tune in 1 year. Get it in gear. Start playing your own tune. In loony world gone mad, we write our own story. It's the only glory in the story. It's what matters at all. Just don't drop the ball. 3 times full, 365. Cash to check to Neverland. Hooked on the system. Are you ready to be unplugged? Fighting to protect the system that spit on you. Neverland wasn't so ever after all. No prize at the finish line, no champagne or bit of sparkling wine. Let's dine in the apocalypse. No time in Everland. The Everland band only plays one tune in 1 year. Get it in gear. Start playing your own tune. In loony world gone mad, we write our own story. It's the only glory in the story. It's what matters at all. Just don't drop the ball. 3 times full, 365. Cashed a check to Neverland, hooked on the system. Are you ready to be unplugged? Fighting to protect a system that spit on you. Neverland wasn't so ever after all. After all. No prize or cigar at the finish line. No champagne or bit of sparkling wine. Let's dine in the apocalypse. No time in Everland. The Everland band only plays one tune in 1 year. Get it in gear. Start playing your own tune. In a loony world gone mad, we write our own story. It's the only glory in the story. It's what matters at all. Just don't drop the ball. Yeah, before I went live, I created the vocal track for that song. Pretty funny, huh? All right, let's see here. It's been many a Saturday. The good days are away. No more tears. Give all your fears to the cedar tree. Climbing to the sky. Does the rain clean up pain? No more suffering. What's to be gained? Planes and trains won't go fast. Leave the past. Many Saturdays, good days are on the way. No more tears. Give all your fears to the cedar tree. Climbing to the sky, climbing to the sky. It's been many a Saturday. The good old days are on the way. No more tears. Give all your fears to the cedar tree. Climbing to the sky. Does the rain clean the pain? No more suffering. What's to be gained? Planes and train won't go fast, leaving the past behind. Good one there, yeah. Yeah, good one. All right. Yeah, I poured my room was warming up too. Here, all right. Let me get this ready. I haven't sung that one in a while. That one is very moving tune. So let's see here. Uh, well, that's funny. All right, I know what to do about that. All right, remind myself not to save this. Okay, that should just be the instrumental. Okay, I suppose that's good. Yeah. Apparently, I misplaced the instrumental for this song in the folder. So I'm just gonna export it out because it's already right here. Makes sense to me. No, why can't it just go to the proper folder? Do. You'd think. Of course not, though. All right. So, all right, let's. No, yeah, there we go. All right. Very cool. Breathe and give this a little sniff real quick. Oh, wow, that smells good. It almost got an amaretto smell in the background. Very, very slight amaretto smell. Just a hint. And a little hint of caramel and maybe a hint of vanilla in the caramel. All right. Hello. There we go. A little bit, yeah. Complex. All right. I might be able to do this. All right. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right. Salute. Oh, that was good. It's been many a Saturday. The good days are on the way. No more tears. Give all your fears to the cedar tree. Climbing to the sky. Does the rain clean the pain? No more suffering. What's to be gained? Planes and trains won't go fast, leaving the past. Many Saturdays, the good days are on the way. No more tears, give all your fears to the cedar tree. Climbing to the sky. It's been many a Saturday. The good days are on the way. No more tears. Give all your fears to the cedar tree. Climbing to the sky. Does the rain clean the pain? No more suffering. What's to be gained? Planes and trains won't go fast, leaving the past. Many Saturdays, the good days are on the way. Yeah, that song is it's a little bit difficult, but it's all a matter of carrying the melody, matching it up with the tune. Yeah. So I wonder what else I got that's a little in that wheelhouse. Days of Innocence. Okay. Interesting. Let's see here. Man, Traveler's Blessing has so many edits in it. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see here. Well, let's see here. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's see. I'm going to do that. Stop that. Oh, that's weird. So this one program will not let that play. I'll close that out. That is very strange. Yeah, every now and then your screen share will lose audio and it will let you know, a little pink box. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. All right. Happy Friendsgiving, the light shine on you. Like dice spinning, rattling, coming up doubles, waiting for the dice to drop, waiting for the dice to stop. Dreams come true. Friendsgiving, help call it Friendsgiving. From a friend to friend, help from far away, walking with the clouds. The mist is clearing, blue linings above, clear skies overhead. There's a light at the end of the passageway. Some journeys take time. A twinkle in her eye, there's a twinkle in her dance, taking a stance. There's a twinkle, meeting of the eyes, eye to eye, I can't sigh. Have a traveler's blessing on the way. Here's a traveler's blessing on the journey. Divine intervention. Blessing the day, there's light at the end of the passageway. Happy Friendsgiving, the light shine on you like dice spinning, rattling, coming up doubles, waiting for the dice to drop, waiting for the dice to stop. Dreams come true. Friendsgiving, help call it Friendsgiving. From friend to friend, help from far away. Walk with the clouds, the mist is clearing, blue linings above, clear skies overhead. There's a light at the end of the passageway. Some journeys take time. A twinkle from her eye, there's a twinkle from her dance, taking a stance, there's a twinkle, meeting of the eyes. Eye to eye, I can't sigh. Have a traveler's blessing on the way. Here's a traveler's blessing on the journey. Divine intervention blesses the day. There's light at the end of the passageway. Happy Friendsgiving, the light shine on you like dice spinning, rattling, coming up doubles, waiting for the dice to drop, waiting for the dice to stop. Dreams come true. Friendsgiving, help call it Friendsgiving. From friend to friend, help from far away. Walking with the clouds, the mist is clearing, blue linings above, clear skies overhead. There's a light at the end of the passageway. Some journeys take time. Twinkle from her eye, twinkle from her dance, take a stance. Twinkle meetings of the eye. Yeah, that song is kind of difficult, especially when you've had a few drinks. Yeah, but fun nonetheless. And I think I'm losing my voice. I think I am. Yeah, I think I'm definitely losing my voice. Oh, a little bit of lemonade there. Wet the whistle. Even though I don't whistle at night, because that would not be good. No. Whistling at night Big no. Yeah. I won't go ducking and covering and diving for the light and all that, but yeah. Oh yeah. Let's now. I'm gonna take a taste of the standard Hennessy. Still got a little of that. Funny about corks, they fit the pint bottles. Ooh, yeah, I don't think I meant to fill it that much. It's the nature of a pint bottle. It poured itself. Yeah. All right. The smell's definitely different. Hail, geeks and joys, neurotic. How you doing? Here's a cheers and a toast and a salute to all. Yeah, there we go. Good music. I gotta say, the regular Hennessy is definitely just a little bit smoother. But the other one, it's got a slight little bit more bite to it. Because on the back of it, I was reading that they took aged blends of cognac and they blended them together, and man, I'm telling you, it's good. I don't know if I'm going to like that as much as I like Hennessy, because Hennessy, it's really good. It's smooth. Um, yeah, it's tasty. Speaking of salute, it's way smooth. I mean, with the black label Hennessy, you know you're getting bit every drink, and with the other Hennessy, it's so smooth it goes down. It's like perfect, tasty. So let's see here. What do we got going on? All right. Yeah, I think we will. I think we will go to that. Yeah, and make sure I share the audio. There we go. Beer. All right, brace yourselves.
Walk it out of the park, walk on down the road. That park don't treat you right, better find another park. Maybe go to a ballpark. It's a good day to take a drive, put the top down, speed down the road. You're riding down the lane, getting lost, getting out of our way. Don't have a dog, you better get one. It's a walk in the park. Like walking the yo-yo, like walking the edge in the dark. Yes, I did. Can't stop me, I got out of my way. Yeah, yeehaw. Walk it out of the park, walk on down the road. That park don't treat you right. Better find another park, maybe go to a ballpark. It's a good day to take a drive. Put the top down, speed down the road. You're riding down the lane, getting lost, getting out of my way. Don't have a dog, better get one. It's a walk in the park, like walking the yo-yo, like walking the edge in the dark. Yes, I did. Can't stop me, I got out of my way. Yeah, yeah, yeehaw. Walk it out of the park, walk on down the road. That park don't treat you right. Better find another park, maybe go to a ballpark. It's a good day to take a drive. Put the top down, speed down the road. Joy riding down the lane, getting lost, get out of our way. Don't have a dog, better go get one. It's a walk in the park, like walking the yo-yo, like walking the edge in the dark. Yes, I did. Can't stop me, I got out of my way. Yeah, yeah, yeehaw. Walk it out of the park. Walking on down the road, the park don't treat you right. Better find another park. Maybe go to a ballpark. It's a good day to take a drive. Put down the top, speed down the road. Joyriding down the lane, getting lost. Get out of our way. Don't have a dog, better go get one. It's a walk in the park, like walking the yo-yo, like walking the edge in the dark. Yes, I did. Can't stop me, I got out of my way. Yeah, yeah, yeehaw. Walk it out of the park, walk on down the road. That park don't treat you right. Better find another park, maybe a ballpark.
Well, now there's a concept, getting out of your way, getting out of your own way. You know, you ever experience that? Getting out of your own way. It's a funny thing, man. It really is. Yeah, it's interesting. These songs, I gotta say, these songs, they really blow me away. It's honestly, it's not what I expected. Didn't expect the songs to just come and be, and all of a sudden they're there. And I wrote the songs and then sung the songs, and I didn't expect any of that. Yeah, yeah, it's not that easy. Yeah, and you know, it's really weird, man, about laying down vocal tracks and singing and singing the songs, and it's like your heart's got to be in it. It's got to be in it 100%. I mean, that's the biggest thing that I've noticed. Um, and there's times where it don't happen all the time, but I can tell when I'm doing the vocals that I'm reaching that magical place, that place where you get that feeling, the hair stand on end, and then you you got that feeling in that vocal when you're singing that vocal. You're part of that song and that wave motion and stuff like that. And it's just the way it comes about and the way it happens. Sometimes just blows my mind. It really does. Yeah, yeah, they are. They are coming to me. Well, I kind of I got a funny theory about that, and the reasons why some of the songs and why they come the way they do, and they're there for a purpose. I know that they're there to uplift people and help people cope, and it's like anymore. It's like, you know, if I'm not in that frame for writing lyrics and all that, I don't really go listening to the instrumentals when I'm searching for a good instrumental, because there's times, man, every instrumental that I'm hearing at times, I'll be just like hearing some words like, man, those would be some good words, yeah. And it's distracting. And so that's how a lot of these songs were born. These most recent ones, at least three of them in the last 3 days. And yeah, just it just really just it all blows my mind. And yeah, list is growing fast. And so I don't know. It's like I don't know, darkness in the world. I don't know if you can if you can feel those kind of things and all that, but sometimes the darkness in the world, it gets to be a little too much. And for me, it's kind of why I started singing, putting songs out there. And and all the other stuff about it, and the songs and where they come from and stuff like that. It's deep. It's deep. I don't even know where to begin, or I don't even know if I can describe it. You know what I'm saying? And and I think it's really funny that all these Jerry Garcia interviews keep popping up, and all these Jerry Garcia interviews, they keep popping up. And it's like, well, there's reasons. And you remember I told you guys about that dream that I had. And Jerry definitely was saying goodbye. I mean, I had the freaking dream the day he died. And it's just, sometimes it's mind boggling in a good way. And it just like blows my mind. And, it's been years since I've been to anything that's been Grateful Dead related, because family and stuff like that, and so you stay close to home and you don't really do too much and all that. You do what you can because you're married and you got kids. Yeah, tapped into the creative energy of the cosmos. Yeah, and I've seen some things that that defies most rationale. Actually, or I'm not actually, when it comes to the songs shielding me from the darkness, I'm not actually scared of that, because I got lock and load rock and roll for that too. But I just don't talk about it, but stuff like that. But yeah, songs definitely powerful in that way. But when it comes to those dark things and all that, man, I take them back into the black light real quick. But that's not something I talk about very often. But they don't scare me. And the reason they don't scare me is because I know that I walk with the white light and I walk with the blue light. And that's where the songs come from. And just put some positivity out in the world, and that's the biggest thing that I feel like I've been doing. Yeah, it's basically, it's going to get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. That's how the ebb and flow works. That's how the cycles, and that's how the wheel works. It's how it's always worked. I mean, you can, in a way, you can kind of look at it, look at the incarnations of the Grateful Dead, and how many changes they went through, and then when Jerry died, how many changes after that they went through, and a lot of that kind of music, it kind of pointed a few things out and kind of made some things obvious, and it was kind of like a guidebook and teaching all at one time, and a lot of interesting fables and ballads and stories in some of the Grateful Dead songs. Some pretty interesting things. You can definitely learn where not to step by listening to some Grateful Dead songs, because those ballads and those stories are all there, because that's what they are. They're stories. And I think a lot of people have really lost sight of what the story is. There's the story in that song, and putting it out there and putting the vocal chords and intonations to the lyric, and then when you find the instrumental that just pops, and you can hear that echo out there in that universe when you sing that song, and you know that you reached that place with that song. That's kind of what I look for. I don't necessarily strive to make that happen. It's something that I look for. Yeah, it's definitely a down cycle from the full moon. Did you notice how powerful that full moon was? Wow. It was last weekend. I think it was it Sunday? Sunday was the full moon last Sunday. Because I remember Saturday looking at the full moon Saturday and it was damn near full. Or was that Friday? I don't remember. But yeah, songs can do powerful things, and I've learned a few different things about songs, and there's one aspect because basically, when you get right down to it, basically, yeah, Sunday, I thought it was. When you get right down to it, a lot of songs, they're prayers. And a lot of times, a lot of those songs, they're stories that kind of points you out to an answer to that prayer. It'll point you in a direction, or it could be a prayer. And a lot of times, most songs are, in my experience, they're uplifting, and the good ones will take any burdens from you, whether it's a live singing or whether it's music that someone put out there, because music is such a powerful force that whether it's some people can put their music down on a record and they can put it around, people listen to it, and people spread it around, record it, share tapes, and all the happiness gets shared. People are uplifted from it. A little bit of lemonade. So yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on. But hey, guess what? No news out of Gary, Indiana. Don't hear nothing. Yeah, that's where I'm from originally. You don't hear nothing about Gary. And guess what? That's the way Gary likes it. Because, Gary's got a nickname. It's called GI. And that stands for Gangster Incorporated. That's what Gary is. Yeah, ain't no shit, man. No shit. Gary likes it that way. They like not being a part of the attention news cycle. In '94, Gary became part of the news cycle because a bunch of people rioted and stuff like that, burned shit down. There was a little bit of that going on, but that went away pretty quick. But other than that, that's popular as Gary got when something like that happened. Yeah, Gary's laying low. Well, Gary, Indiana, man, everybody owns guns. Everyone legally owns guns, and I guarantee you, they not only have legal guns, but they got some illegal ones laying around too. Yeah, basically, the reason why I'm doing the songs is because I feel that darkness too, and best way to fight the darkness is don't fight it, just shine light on it. Kind of how I've been looking at it. Shine light on it. You don't like it. Really don't like blue light. Yeah. Yeah, for me, getting away from Gary, Indiana, it was probably a good thing for me. It did me a lot of good. Wouldn't be who I am now if I wouldn't have. Shit, probably sitting in prison somewhere if I wouldn't have, or dead. That's a crazy place. Crazy place, to crazy shit. You're only young once, they say. No regrets. Had fun. Yeah, it's those times where, man, it's like keep your good friends that are family close and keep your circles tight, and basically it's not a physical thing. It's a kind of a spiritual war that's going on. It's a spiritual war of ideologies and stuff like that, and all the SJW or whatever, all those kind of politics that they like, all the signifying stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's the it's the boogeyman's playbook or bag of tricks, I guess you could say, and that's to me what a lot of it is. Just this the boogeyman playing games. Yeah, yeah, and let me tell you, I've been I had a small little struggle lately myself recently, and it took care of that. But you see, little glimmers of darkness being thrown at you and stuff like that. There's a reason why I protect myself. I go out of the way to keep myself safe, spiritually speaking, and I don't really very much talk about it. And shit, if anyone wanted any advice and stuff like that, I gladly give it, but off camera that way. Um, I I would be able to give you pointers in the right direction of something if you needed help with something. I don't mind doing that, but that would be definitely off camera. There's ways to protect yourself and keep yourself safe. Mostly, just surround yourself with white light. Yeah, it's been in the middle of a paradigm shift, for sure. Because I can I can remember a time um, back when back when I was 17 to find a metal gem magic book at a Barnes and Noble was just absolutely amazing because there wasn't much stuff back in those days, back when I was 17. And most people, and we're talking about northwestern Indiana back in, when I was 17, it must have been 89. Yeah, it was 89. And people were still backward. It was cornfield towns and shit outside of Gary. And shit, there was cornfields in Gary too in some places, but we're talking corn farms and all that, and farms everywhere, and you know, it's a hell of a thing. I'm telling you, hell of a thing. Yeah, being prepared for the unexpected. So yeah, my friend Gary Tochik, he's been showing up in the chat a little bit here and there, and he's sensitive too. He probably feels stuff. He's probably lying low because all the freaking weird ass energy bouncing around, man. It's really, really annoying. Very distracting. Drives me nuts. Yeah, I would say the civility factor way gone down, man. Man, I I remember when I was 14, I discovered this book on etiquette. I read that thing from cover to cover. I was bored, so I read it from cover to cover. And man, there's a lot of good information in an etiquette book if people were just to pick up an etiquette book and read it. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on with energies and stuff like that. Um, I don't know if I'll paint it like this. I'm the guy in the baseball stadium and I got my popcorn. Nobody's in the stadium. There's no game playing. The ball's on home plate and the bat's laying there and nothing's going on. That's like the vibe I keep getting. It's a feeling. It's a description of the feeling that I keep getting. And it's basically it's like, and the stands may seem empty, but the stands aren't empty. You get my drift. Basically, guardian angels, white light, stuff like that, and they're just not visible. And it's maybe the eighth inning or ninth inning of the game, and the players on the field aren't visible. But the players are at bat and the players are ready, but they're not visible, and something's going down, and just waiting for the ball to drop or the pitch, if that makes any sense. Think about that a minute while we listen to this. Next one. There you go. Live in another dimension. They try to speak, but the megaphone has no batteries. Batteries not included in the land of the free. Go plant a tree, it's a crime to feed the hungry. Give a hug if you crawl in the soapbox routine. Let's see your smile, don't deviate from assigned opinions. The thought pattern control. Set the sheep to the shepherd, and they will tear you down, down, down. Leave you in ruin, might as well reach for the stars, cast out the shadows, use a little starlight. Live in another dimension. They try to speak, but the megaphone ain't no batteries. See, that's their problem. They're trying to speak, but their megaphone doesn't have any batteries, and they lost their voice. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, being kind to one another, I don't know. Maybe these people put them in front of a TV and put a video of some really good Grateful Dead on there and leave them in the room and let them figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Toxic Man Flu, how you been? Yeah, I've noticed that, and uh, there's a simple technique. It's not really anything extra special or extraordinary. It's just it's sort of like a meditation, and you can shield yourself with this meditation. And I don't know that it's any particular native way or anything like that. I don't think it's anything like that. I just think it was a meditation that someone told me about it. I don't know what tradition it comes from. I don't think it comes from any tradition. I just think it's a meditation. Um, Basically, with the energy as being bad as it is, you can just meditate. Basically, you put a soap bubble outside of yourself and you visualize Mercury hitting it. It becomes a mirror. Drop a red string down into the earth, and then you meditate on that. And you meditate on those being shields, filtering out all the toxic shit in the world. And then you just meditate that way. And then pretty soon, as if you do it enough, it becomes an all the time thing wherever you walk. Boom, bam, it's up. You're in that state. And it's kind of, I do it when I'm driving. I do it in situations where there's some strangeness going on. Oh wow. What are you? You a Scorpio, Toxic Man Flu? I'm a Scorpio. Virgo Moon, Cancer Rising. Woohoo! It's a party. Hey man, speaking of grandma, something must be going on because when I got home today, I smelled home cooked tortillas as soon as I stepped in the door. Kid you not, it hasn't happened in a long time. Been a while, and it did, but it was not an alarming feeling. No warning signs, nothing like that. It was just the smell of home cooked tortillas, and my wife was not making tacos. Okay, and my grandma. I grew up watching my grandmother make homemade tortillas all the time, and my grandmother, man, my grandmother could make some tortillas like you wouldn't believe. She's refried beans and all that stuff. Grew up with all that, and so it was not quite overwhelming, but it was like right there, boom, right there in my senses. It's like, oh, okay, fresh tortillas, and I knew I knew if I asked Heather if she cooked a tortilla, I knew what the answer would be, no. And but yeah, that happened right when I got home today from off the road. Yeah, I had to go out into the sticks. Beautiful going out in the sticks. I got a view of the Cascades heading south. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to go out there, and I'm gonna go out there in the next couple days with it being clear like it is, and I'm gonna get a couple car videos and get you guys a little taste of the mountains and all that out here. There's a place across up in it's on US 12 over here across the pass where I go sage picking. Oh, Sagittarius with Jupiter rising. Yeah, I have Sagittarius in my what do you call it? My horoscope, my wheel, my chart, I guess you could say. And I got a few planets that are in Sagittarius actually. Yeah, I don't remember which ones they were, but yeah. Ah, interesting. That's cool. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, and you know, uh, you're in Chicago or close to Chicago, right? Yeah. Um, being being from Gary, and I grew up all over the place, but my grandmother, she lived in Gary, Indiana, and I spent a lot of time in Gary, Indiana, and I had childhood friends in Gary, Indiana, in the same neighborhood, and basically from moving around from Hammond to Portage and different places, I had all the I had all my childhood friends I grew up with right there. And so in essence, that's really where I grew up. I grew up in Gary and Hammond the majority of my life. And used to ride my bike all over downtown Hammond and all over Hammond back when it was halfway decent. And things were real bad in those areas and all that. It run down. Goldblatt's was basically dying and dead. All that area, all the downtown stores. When I was a kid, it was still thriving and still going. All the downtown shopping, people used to come from all around to do their Christmas shopping at downtown Hammond. But it died. I literally, in my childhood, I watched all of it die. All of it just died because the steel mills were losing business and stuff like that, and things were bad. That was from the 70s into the 80s. Carjacking videos. Hey man, when I used to drive through Chicago quite a bit, going to and from, going places and stuff like that. And let me tell you, there's some crazy ass highways. But you know what? I will gladly take the highways in and out of Chicago than drive in St. Louis highways interchanges any day of the week. Yep. I'll take it. I'll take the hairpin turns, the curves on Lakeshore Drive doing 80. That's fine. I'll take that over the Swiss cheese in St. Louis that the highways are over there. I don't know if it's any better now, man, but my God, that shit's a nightmare. And I'm a competent driver, and that shit scared the hell out of me. My God. Yeah. All right, that weak signal thing went away. All right.
Batteries not included in the land of the free. Go plant a tree. It's a crime to feed the hungry. Give a hug. If you crawl in this soapbox routine, let's see you smile. Don't deviate from assigned opinions. Thought pattern control, said the shepherd to the sheep. They will tear you down, leave you in ruin. Might as well reach for the stars. Cast out the shadows, use a little starlight. Live in another dimension. They try to speak, but the megaphone has no batteries. Batteries not included in the land of the free. Go plant a tree. It's a crime to feed the hungry. Give a hug if you crawl in the soapbox routine. Let's see you smile. Don't deviate from assigned opinions. Thought pattern control, said the shepherd to the sheep. They will tear you down, leave you in ruin. Might as well reach for the stars. Cast out the shadows, use a little starlight. Live in another dimension. They try to speak, but the megaphone has no batteries. Batteries not included in the land of the free. Go plant the tree. It's a crime to feed the hungry. Give a hug if you crawl it. This is soapbox landed, soapbox routine. Let's see you smile. Don't deviate from assigned opinion. Stop pattern control. said the shepherd to the sheep. They will tear you down, leave you in ruin. Might as well reach for the stars, cast out the shadows, use a little starlight. Live in another dimension, they try to speak, but the megaphone has no batteries. Batteries not included in the land of the free. Go plant the tree. It's a crime to feed the hungry, give a hug if you crawl in this soapbox land, soapbox routine. Let's see you smile, don't deviate from my signed opinions. Thought pattern control, said the shepherd to the sheep. They will tear you down, leave you in ruin. Might as well reach the skies, cast out the shadows, use a little stoplight. Live in another dimension, they try to speak, but the megaphone has no batteries. Batteries not included in this land of the free. Go plant a tree, it's crime to feed the hungry, give a hug if you crawl in this soapbox routine. Yeah. Haha, yeah. Nancy's favorite.
It's the bus to Glendale. It was the hottest day that ever was. What a summer day, many minds were blown. Reminds me of Vegas. It reached 117 in the shade. When the legend gets to town, there'll be stories. Sun down, sun up. We'll waste nothing and take everything. The hustle and bustle, dance till sun breaks day. No more sloppy guffins, we are good to go. That didn't take long, yeah, bombs away. Was this an inclusive, exclusive? Don't buy the hype. Missed the bus to Glendale. It was the hottest day that ever was. What a summer day, many minds are blown. Reminds me of Vegas. It reached 117 in the shade. When the legend gets to town, there'll be stories. Sun down till sun up. We'll waste nothing and take everything. The hustle. Bus to Glendale, it was the hottest day that ever was. What a summer day, yeah. Many minds were blown. Reminds me of Vegas. It reached 117 in
Is
the
it back?
shade. When the legend gets to town, there'll be stories. Sun down till sun up. We'll waste nothing and take everything. The hustle and bustle. Dance till the sun breaks the day. No more swap.
Oh, that's funny.
We are good to go. That didn't take long. Yeah, bombs away. Was this an exclusive? Exclusive, don't buy the hype.
Missed the bus to Glendale. It was the hottest day that ever was. What a summer day, many minds were blown. Reminds me of Vegas, it reached 117 in the shade. When the legend gets to town, there'll be stories. Sundown till sun up. We'll waste nothing and take everything in the hustle and the bustle. Dance till sun breaks the day.
Well, there's a party going down.
There's a
All right,
party
can everyone hear me?
of the block. I see you red. Join the fun.
Spotty connection, huh?
Not gonna last. Maybe it'll last. No time to make it fast. No time to make it fun. You better run. Make time for fun. So much fun in the sun. Maybe a party time to have fun.
All right,
Under the sun or
can you hear me, R? I switched over to my phone real quick.
Folks wearing lampshades on their heads, making moves on the dance floor. There's a
Shoot, I might go outside for a cigarette with the music down a little bit, and maybe the moon's out or the stars are out. Get a look-see.
It's not gonna last. Make it a last. No time to make it fast.
All right,
no time
drill the tune.
To make fun. You better run. Making time for fun. So much fun in the sun. Hey, it's a party. Time to have fun under the sun or under the shade. Put your party hat on. Folks are wearing lampshades on their heads, making moves on the dance floor. There's a party going on up the block. See a redhead, join the fun. Make it fast, it's not gonna last. Make it a last. No time to make it fast, no time to make fun. You better run. Making time for fun, so much fun in the sun. Hey, it's a party to have fun under the sun or under the shade. But put your party hat on. Folks wearing lampshades on their heads, making your moves on the dance floor. There's a party going on up the block. I see a redhead, join the fun. Make it fast, it's not gonna last. Make it last. No time to make it fast. No time to make it fun. You better run. Taking time for fun. So much fun in the sun. Hey, it's a party. Time to have fun under the sun or under the shade. Put your party hat on. Folks are wearing lampshades on their heads, making moves on the dance floor. There's a party going on up the block. I see a redhead, join the fun. Make it fast, it's not gonna last. Make it all last.
Hey. Oh, some cool effects there. It's a learning experience with effects.
Tides come and go. Walks on the beach, walking down memory lane. Body riding waves to the shore. I've seen the sunsets, gold, red, golden sunset, golden red that blonde and that brunette. Tides come and go. Watching the water flow from shore to shore, lapping the water's edge. Tides come and go, fair weather, fair tides. Bright cried, everyone laughed, everyone had.
What's up, Garth Haster? How you doing?
Like tides gone.
Trying to get outside for a smoke because that nicotine vape stuff just don't do it sometimes.
In the sand, felt sunshine, smelled the surf, drank the wine. What a fine time it was. Tides come and go.
Yeah, I think my oldest boy's excited about a new game or something. You can hear him. Yeah, it's a Saturday. He's up. Freaking night owl like the old man and his mom.
Tides come and go.
Oh yeah, I think we'll have to have a refill real quick before going out for a cigarette. Yeah, definitely. Jeez. Hey, just another red shirt. How's it going, man?
Brides cried, everyone laughed, everyone had a good time.
Yeah, that vape pen just doesn't do the same thing that a cigarette does. Just doesn't do it.
Felt my feet in the sand, felt the sunshine, smelled the surf, drank the wine. What a fine time it was. Tides come and go, walks on the beach.
Well, hey, just another red shirt. You have a good night. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna put this down to conversation volume. How's that? How's that, RR? Can you hear me? Yeah, sometimes the old ways are best. Indeed. Alright, I'm going to be going outside. I was probably, if there's anything to be seen, I'll show you. And I won't.
What a fine time.
All the memories. Cool. Alright. Cool. Background conversation noise. There we go. Conversation music.
Waiting for the drop, waiting for the dice to stop. Dreams come true, friend giving help from far away. Walks in the clouds, the mist is clearing, blue linings above, clear skies
This is
over.
a tenuous thing with the
There's light at the end of the
mobile connection.
Some journeys take time, a twinkle in her eye.
Yeah, I don't think I'll just
There's
leave
a
you in that
twinkle
pocket.
in her dance. There's a twinkle in our eyes. Traveler's blessings on the way. Here's the traveler's blessing. Divine intervention, blessing the day in the journey.
It was actually pretty
The light shine down
pretty nice today.
on you
like dice spinning, waiting for the
think in the
drop,
middle 60s.
waiting for the dice to stop.
Warm stuff's coming. Oh yeah. Warm weather is coming.
Dreams come true, friends giving help, help from far away.
All right.
Walks in the clouds, the mist is clearing, blue linings above. Clear skies overhead, the light at the end of the passageway.
Probably hear my loud 12-year-old.
Some journeys take time, a
Apparently he's
twinkle in
playing
her
in the
eye.
vent.
There's a twinkle in her dance, there's a twinkle in our eyes. Travelers' blessings on the way.
You guys.
Here's a traveler's blessings on the journey to find information, blessing the day.
Well,
The
looks
light
like
shine
hardcover.
down on you like
Oh,
dice
yeah.
spinning,
The other night,
waiting
I got
for
some
the drop, waiting
some
for
photos.
the dice to stop.
I'll show you. Clouds and the sky opened up to let the moon shine. It was kind of cool.
Friends giving help from far away.
Well, yeah, there's a
clouds, the mist is clear.
nice breeze.
Blue linings above, clear skies overhead. There's light.
The funny thing is,
end of the
I can't have my glasses on when I look at my screen. Because I can't see nothing with the glasses on because they're for seeing far.
A twinkle in her
Funny shit.
eye. There's a twinkle in her dance. There's a
So let's see here.
in our eyes. Traveler's blessing on the way. Here's a traveler's blessing on
how do
the
I get-
journey. Divine intervention, blessing the day. The light shine down on you like dice spinning, waiting for the drop, waiting for the dice to stop. Dreams come true. Dreams come true. Friend giving help from far away. Walks in the clouds, mist is clearing. Blue linings above. Clear skies overhead. There's light at the end of the passageway. Jefferson made the city. There's pagan gods hanging out in the Capitol dome. In the pantheon, the grand prize is not what we thought. Folks getting buyer's remorse, just a remnant of a forgotten world that was never it. It was right there in our faces. The place in need of light. Paul Revere's ghost looks over a forgotten post. Jefferson made a city. There's pagan gods hanging out in the Capitol dome. In the pantheon, the grand prize is not what we thought. Folks getting buyer's remorse, just a remnant of a forgotten world that was never hidden. It was just right there in our faces. Place in need of light. Paul Revere's ghost looks over a forgotten post. Jefferson made the city. There's pagan gods hanging out in the Capitol Dome, in the Pantheon. The grand prize is not what we thought. Folks getting buyer's remorse, just a remnant of a forgotten world that was never hidden. It was right there in our faces. The place in need of light. Paul Revere's ghost looks over a forgotten post. Jefferson made the city. There's pagan gods hanging out in the Capitol Dome, in the Pantheon. The grand prize is not what we thought. Folks getting buyer's remorse, just a remnant of a forgotten world that was never hidden. The place in need of light. Paul Revere's ghost looks over a forgotten post. Jefferson made the city. There's pagan gods hanging out in the Capitol Dome, in the Pantheon. The grand prize is not what we thought. Folks getting buyer's remorse, just a remnant of a forgotten world that was never hidden. It was right there in our faces. Place in need of light. Paul Revere's ghost looks over a forgotten post. Jefferson made the city. There's pagan gods hanging out in the Capitol Dome, in the Pantheon. The grand prize is not what we thought. Who let the genie out of the bottle? No, put it back. Facing down the howling wind, the howling of the storm, the wolves howling back. I clench my jaw as the rain cut my face. Like glass in the howling wind. Like glass in the howling wind in the winter storm. Standing up to the greatest foe ever faced. Fear. It was me riding like a wave. Never give in, now you have to pay the price. You gotta deal with all the fallout. You gotta get out, grab a fishing pole and get some soul. Is it you, is it me? We can see through a fight. In the storm of the eye, wandering back. Who let the genie out of the bottle? No, putting it back. facing down the howling wind, the howling of the storm, wolves howling back. I clench my jaw as the rain cut my face, like the glass in the howling wind, in the winter storm. Standing up to the greatest foe ever faced. Fear. It was me riding like a wave. Never give in now, you have to pay the price. You gotta deal with all the fog, you gotta get out. Grab a fishing pole and get some soul, is it you, is it me? We can't see through a flying eye, in the storm of the eye, wandering back. Who let the genie out of the bottle, putting it back? Facing down the howling wind, the howling of the storm, wolves howling back. I clench my jaw as the rain cut my face, like the glass in the howling wind, in the winter storm. Standing up to the greatest foe ever faced. Fear, it was me, riding like a wave. Never give in, now you have to pay the price. You gotta deal with all the fallout, you gotta get out, grab a fishing pole and get some soul. Is it you, is it me? We can't see through a flying eye, in the storm of the eye, wandering back. Who let the genie out of the bottle? No, putting it back, wandering back. Facing down and howling. Who let the genie out of the bottle? No, putting it back. Get your popcorn ready. Funny clowns in town. Wear paper crowns. Paper fools think they're cool. Talking out of turn, you bet.
I'm back.
Get on the road. Get your popcorn ready. The wolves roll in the land of wolves.
All right.
Funny clowns in town wearing paper.
A little bit of real tobacco.
Fear the wolf. Get your popcorn ready. Funny clowns in town wearing paper crowns. Paper fools think they're cool. Rocking out of turn, you bet. Get on the road. Get your popcorn ready. The wolves rule in the land of wolves. Funny clowns in town wearing paper crowns. Fear the wolf. Get your popcorn ready. Funny clowns in town wearing paper crowns. Paper fools think they're cool. Talking out of turn, you bet. Get on the road. Get your popcorn ready. The wolves rule in the land of wolves. The wolves rule in the land of wolves. Funny clowns in town wearing paper crowns. Fear the wolf. Get your popcorn ready. Funny clowns in town wearing paper crowns. Paper fools think they're cool. Talking out of turn. You bet. Get on the road. Get your popcorn ready. The wolves roll. Land of the wolves. Funny clowns in town wearing paper crowns. Fear the wolf. Get your popcorn ready, funny clowns in town, wearing paper crowns. Paper fools think they're cool, talking out of turn. You bet, get on the road. Get your popcorn ready, the wolves roll, land of the wolf. Funny clowns in town, wearing paper crowns. Fear the wolf. Get your popcorn ready, funny clowns in town, wearing paper crowns. Paper fools think they're cool. Yeah. Rock and roll, rock and roll. The wind comes off the water. It can take you back. Rock and roll was rock and roll. You know the river goes by. Up the hill, down the hill, across town, through the woods, walking in the green grass. There's blues in the water, dripping from the tree. Tree to tree, life-giving force, follow the course. Maybe you'll find a horse, makes it all go round and round. Hit the ground rolling, down the hill, then do it again, and again. Looking into the distant future, blue eyes shining back, bright as the sky, wandering the land around the world. Rock and roll, the wind comes off the water. It can take you back, and rock and roll was rock and roll. You know the river goes by, up the hill, down the hill, across town, through the woods, walking in the green grass. There's blues in the water, dripping from the tree. Tree to tree, life-giving force, follow the course. Maybe you'll find a horse, maybe makes it all go round and round, till it hits the ground, rolling down the hill. Then do it again, and again, and again, and again. Looking into the distant future, blue eyes shining back, bright as the sky, wandering the land around the world. Rock and roll was rock and roll, the wind comes off the water. It can take you back. Rock and roll was rock and roll. You know the river goes by. Up the hill, down the hill, across town, through the woods, walking in the green grass. There's blues in the water, dripping from the tree. Tree to tree, life-giving force, follow the course. Maybe you'll find a horse, makes it all go round and round. Hit the ground rolling, down the hill, then do it again, and again, and again, and again. Looking into the distant future, blue eyes shining back, bright as the sky. Wandering the land around the world. Rock and roll, let's rock and roll. The wind comes off the water. Woo! I'm a court jester just looking for a laugh. Maybe laughing at you. Just wanna be free in thought. Nothing works the way it's supposed to. But it all turns out right in the end. I'm here till the end. And I won't shut up. Put up, rock it out. Sometimes you walk through the darkness before you see the light. I'm just a poor jester, fire from the North Star. A day late and a dollar short. I'm a court jester just looking for a laugh. Maybe laughing at you. Just wanna be free and thought. Nothing works the way it's supposed to. But it all turns out right in the end. I'm here till the end. And I won't shut up. Put up, rock it out. Sometimes you must walk through the darkness before you see the light. I'm just a court jester, fire from the North Star, a day late and a dollar short. I'm a court jester just looking for a laugh. Maybe laughing at you, just wanna be a free in thought. Nothing works the way it's supposed to. But it turns out right in the end. I'm here till the end, and I won't shut up. Put up, rock it out. Sometimes you must walk through the darkness before you see the light. I'm just a court jester, fire from the North Star, a day late and a dollar short. I'm just a court jester, just looking for a laugh. Hey. Hey, there we go. Fly with the eastern sun in the morning light. A surf beating the sand in the wind, whirling around, flying through the sands of time. Surf beating the sand in the wind, whirling around, flying through the sands of time. Flying through the sands of time. In the sands of time, walking with me in time. We will figure all this out. We will figure all this out. Fly with the eastern sun in the morning light. Surf beating the sands in the wind, whirling around, flying through the sands of time. Surf beating the sand.
Playing with the eastern sun in the morning light. Surf beating the sand, sand in the wind. Whirling around, flying through the sands of time. Surf beating the sand. Sand in the wind, whirling around, flying through the sands of time. In the sands of time, walking with me. In time, we will figure this out. Fly with the eastern sun in the morning light. Surf beating the sand, sand in the wind. Whirling around through the sands of time, surf beating the sand. We fly with the eastern sun in the morning light. Surf beating the sand, sand in the wind.
Yeah. In the wind, they say. Dark winter, no more, calling on the gods of old. Stand in the white light, all in the night. Bring ride, I hear the sound. Call to ride forth. Bring the wind, bring the light. Call the wind, call in the wind. Feel the wind, wandering around the world. Round the world, dark of day, night like today. Shine on the land and the trees, if you please. Four corners where the wind dwell, in the dark of day, night to day, cast on the wind. Let the sun shine. Feel the wind, you hear who's calling. The wind finder. Call the elemental, bring the green of the earth. Dark winter, no more. Calling of the gods of old. Dark winter, no more. In the white light. Call in the night, be ready to ride. I hear the sound. Call, drive, come forth. Bring the wind, bring the light. Call the wind, call in the wind. Feel the wind wandering around the world. Dark of day, night to day. Shine on the wind in the trees, if you please. Four corners where the wind dwells, dark of day. Night to day, cast on the wind, let the sun shine. Feel the wind, do you hear who is calling? The wind finder, call the elemental, bring the green of the earth. Dark winter, no more. Dark winter, no more. Calling on the gods of old. Stand in the white light. Stand in the white light. Call the night. Ready to ride. The horns been sounded. Come forward, bring the wind, bring the light. Dark winter, no more. Yeah. Well, that's a good one. I find myself wandering the land in search, look for a promised land. Looking for that stack of sound. Looking for that stack of sound.
The enlightened ones casting the sound. When I was a boy, I climbed the trees. A magical sound, moments caught in time. Travel in a land of mystery, walking in the footsteps of history, walking in the land of the ancient ones. Ancient ones. The ancient ones of magical moments. Step back, walk the land. It's the journey that matters. Take the step, take the chance, roll the dice. I find myself in the land in the search of. I find myself wandering the land in the search, looking for promised land, looking for the stack of sound. The enlightened ones casting the sound. When I was a boy, I climbed the trees. A magical sound, moments caught in time. Travel in a land of mystery, walking in the footsteps of history, walking in the land of the ancient ones. The ancient ones and magical moments. Step back, walk the land. It's the journey that matters. Take the step, take the chance, and roll the dice. I find myself wandering the land in search, looking for promised land, looking for the stack of sound. The enlightened ones casting the sound. When I was a boy, I climbed the trees. A magical sound, moments caught in time.
Yeah. All right, let's switch gears real quick. Switch gears. Alrighty. So, okay, let's see here. Alright. Let this open. Y'all hear that?
21 years ago, I went on a journey. Went into the west, I met a moon. I jumped back 4 feet. Like a time from long ago, hopped into the groove. The things from the legend that once spoke of. I was wandering this land, I got lost in the desert. And then I found my way, made my escape to the east. Followed a blue moon, looking for the story, ducking and diving, just scared to take the door. This is the story of the legendary meeting of the moon. Through time and space, the old man foretold meeting of the bear and the moon at the age of the prophets. 21 years ago, I went on a journey, went into the west. I met a moon, jumped back 4 feet. Like a time from long ago, popped into the groove. Things from legend that once was spoke of. I was wandering the land, got lost in the desert. Then I found my way, made my escape to the east. Follow the blue moon, looking for the stories that dive in. Just caretake the Lord.
Yeah, that's really weird. I got two separate studio files saved in the same folder. That's really weird. Not surprising, but really weird. I thought I had straightened all that out and saving all that stuff to same folder. All right, let's do this here. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Okay. How's that sound? Should be okay. All right. Okay. Do 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 do. All right. Okay, straight there. All right. Okay. Man, I gotta get files better organized. Ooh. 21 years ago, I went on a journey. Went into the west, I met a moon. Jumped back 4 feet, like time from long ago. Popped into the room, things from legend that was once spoke of. I was wandering the land, got lost in the desert. Then I found my way, made my escape to the east. Followed by a blue moon, looking for the story. Ducking and diving, just scared take the lore. This is the story of the legendary meeting of the moon. Through time and space, the old man foretold. Meeting of the bear and the moon. In the age of the prophets. 21 years ago, I went on a journey. Went into the west, I met a moon, jumped back 4 feet, like a time from long ago. Popped into the room, things from legend that was once spoke of. I was wandering the land, got lost in the desert, and I found my way, made my escape to the east. Followed a blue moon, looking for the story, ducking and diving, just scared take the lore. This is the story of the legendary meeting of the moon through time and space. All right. A little bit of monitor action going on there, cheating. Yeah. All right. It's almost 2 in the morning, and I just sung about as loud as I should probably sing. And that should probably be the last time I do that. Because I think I am going to sign off. And thanks, RR, for being here. Thanks, Mikhail, for hanging out. And whoever is ghosting out there, hanging out and not chatting, all that, thank you for being here. And we shall see you next time on this. Just me. Yeah. Just me. Hell. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great one. Good night. Maybe we'll give you a little bit of one more song. All right, we'll play one of the newer ones. Beer. Where the other cheer in the beer, she was wearing Daisy Dukes. She stopped in front of me. What a knuckle biter. What a heartbreaker. I lost my stuff. It surprised me so much. What a heartbreaker. That part's on purpose. Life's funny like that. Then you find yourself in a bowling alley, smashing discs. Days of innocence, racing up and down the alleyways. Days when the oak leaf fell slowly. The tree glowing in the moonlight, glowing with glee. Worthy of a beer, She was wearing Daisy Dukes. She stepped in front of me. What a knuckle biter. What a heartbreaker. Life's funny like that. You'll find yourself in a bowling alley, smashing pins, days of innocence, racing up and down the alleyways, days when the oak leaf fell slowly, the tree glowing light, glowing with grace, worthy of us here and up here. She was wearing Daisy Dukes. She stopped and now, worthy of cheer and up here.
Let me tell you real quick about that coughing part. I was literally, I just got done taking a puff off of my nicotine Juul pen, and that part right there, and I just like, well, I'm gonna do the second track, and I'll interact with it a little bit and all that, and I left it because it's funny, and I was literally just after the Juul pen I inhaled on, I was a little bit later, I was just coughing on air. I was getting ready to sing, and it was inopportune. Worst time to have to cough ever when you're laying down a vocal track. Big time. Yeah. So let's see here. All right, let's see where the instrumental for this is. There it is. There we go. All right, let's get that there volume back up there. Oh, good night. Thanks for stopping by, Football Baggins. Have a great one, man. I'm about to sing this song. I think maybe a little reload. Magical sound. Yeah. We're gonna do it good, let's do it good. Yeah, I jacked up the sound on that piece. Make it sound cool. Salute. All right, everyone loves Daisy Dukes. Worthy of a tear in a beer. She was wearing Daisy Dukes. She stopped in front of me. What a knuckle biter. Ooh. What a heartbreaker. Life's funny like that. Then you'll find yourself in a bowling alley smashing pins. Days of innocence racing up and down the alleyways. Days when the oak leaf fell slowly. The tree glowing in the moonlight, glowing with grace.
worthy of a cheer and a beer. She was wearing Daisy Dukes. She stopped in front of me. Whoa, what a knuckle biter. What a heartbreaker. Life's funny like that. Then you find yourself in a bowling alley smashing pins. Days of innocence racing up and down the alleyways. Days when the oak leaf fell slowly. The tree glowing in the moonlight. Growing with grace, the tree glowing in the moonlight. Worthy of a tear in a beer. She was wearing a Daisy Duke. She stopped in front of me. What a knuckle biter. What a heartbreaker. Life's funny that way. Then you'll find yourself in a bowling alley, smashing pins. Days of innocence, racing up and down the alleyways. Days when the oak leaf fell slowly. The tree glowing in the moonlight, glowing with grace, worthy of a tear and a beer. She was wearing Daisy Dukes. She stopped in front of me. What a knuckle biter. What a heartbreaker. Life's funny like that. Then you'll find yourself in a bowling alley, smashing pins. Days of innocence, racing up and down the alleyways. Days when the oak leaf fell slowly. The tree glowing in the moonlight, glowing with grace. Days of innocence, racing up and down the alleyways. Days when the oak leaf fell slowly. Hey, wowzers. So there we go. So, with that, I think I will say adieu and say thank you to the chat and whoever's watching and whoever rewatches. Smash the bell, smash the like button, and thanks for rewatching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I'll keep rocking. I will keep playing to my own tune because that's what I do. That's what I'm gonna do. Play to my own tune. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Do my own thing. That's the way I've always been. That's the way I'm gonna roll, and that's the way I've been rolling. And so I'm happy that way. A lot of good tunes too, you know. Oh yeah. So good night, good morning, wherever you're at. Have a good one.